So this is a follow-up to this, because it was getting really ridiculous, this heater. It stopped working again. Now, we checked the output of the heater with her controllers, Debra's controllers, motherboard and controller. Everything was working fine. We put a breather pipe on the fuel cap. That was fine. We changed the fuel pipes to a larger diameter. That was great. Even when it was very cold, that was the problem solved. But it still stopped working. After 2-3 days, it stopped working again. Now, this was starting to puzzle me, so I went back up again to see what the problem was. Now, Debra's brother's an electrician, but he's about 85 or something like that, and he was fiddling around with it. He says, oh, it's got it working again. Well, I couldn't understand it, and I couldn't get head and tail out of Bruce what he'd done. So I was figuring it out, and it was freezing cold, and then I was looking at something, because I put on it, on the battery, I put this little charger on, because it's supposed to be a trickle charger, but it isn't. It works very well at charging batteries up, but what happens is when the battery's charged up, it switches off. Now there's no on and off switch on that. The only way to put it back on again is to undo the crocodile clip here and put it back on again. Then it works. Well, that's what Bruce had done. He'd taken it off and put it back on again, and it charged it up and it was fine again. So, to end this problem once and for all, that's going back to Amazon, because it says it's a trickle charger, and I tested it and it was putting like 0.3 of an amp out. Great, no problem. And then when the battery was full, switches off. I thought by putting that in with the battery, when there's a draw, it'll top it back up again. But what I didn't know is they switch off when the battery's fully charged. So when she switched the heater off, there was no draw, and when it charges up, it switches off. Now I've tried it on different modes, and in the book it says on standard it switched off, but it said if you switch to motorcycle battery, it'll trickle charge, and indeed it did. It was putting 0.3 of an amp out. But now, after leaving it overnight, this charger was switching off. Well, maybe that's supposed to be the way it works, but it wasn't what I wanted. So I went and bought an inverter, a proper inverter, and plugged it into the 13 amp supply, and I ran it parallel to the battery, so that if you disconnected the battery, the inverter would still work, and if you switched off the inverter, the battery would work. So everything's fine, and so far, cross fingers, everything works. Now the problem with it is, this system, is that because she's in a static camper van, she hasn't got an engine or anything like that to charge batteries up, like a lot of you guys have got vans and things like that with these heaters, but there isn't anything in this. So that was a problem for me. And of course, being miles and miles away, I couldn't keep my eye on what was going on. I kept texting. I said, is it working? Yeah, no, it's not working. So the last time I went up and put the inverter on, everything was hunky-dory, but it was cold. It was very cold. It was about -15. And I noticed the little controller here, it was just struggling to get to one red bar for the heating. And so while it was cold and I was looking at it, I thought, it can't be fuel supply. And I put my hand at the intake, and it was freezing cold. Now, I don't know if you can recall, but I actually put the output into a V, so one blew into a bedroom, one blew into the living room. And what I did was just temporarily, with some duct tape, is that I duct taped the hose that went into the bedroom and used it as an intake and taped it to the back of here. Hey presto, back up to heat. It was burning hot. So that just goes to show you, when it's very, very cold, you're drawing cold ambient air across that heater. It just hasn't got the, you know, the speed's going too fast to pick up additional heat. So I thought it was going to be stuffy, you know. No, it's a camper. As soon as you open the door, you get fresh air in, so it's not too much of a problem. But it did make a difference. So I've ordered a different adapter, the one that screws on to hold it onto the casings, you know, the little mesh at the back. I've ordered one of them. They were kind of expensive, but well, if it works, it works. But so far so good. So that's the story, and now it's running great. Even when we've been down to about -20, the heater is working great, and as soon as you press the button, it switches on. The inverter doesn't draw a lot of amps from the 13 amp supply. It's just sort of ticking over, because these heaters don't need much in the way of amperage once it's running. I think it's about 3 to 4 amps when it's running. You know, not with the glow plug, but once it's running, it doesn't need much. But over a period of days, with this charger being switched off, it had flattened the battery to a point where the glow plug wouldn't get enough heat to start up the heater. So there's some learn off my mistakes. They are a bit funny, aren't they? So all's well that ends well. See you later.